Hi, welcome to this slow flow yoga for opening hips and heart. You just need a yoga mat. If you have a block and you'd like to have it nearby your side, or maybe something to sit on, it could be a pillow, something to make you feel more comfortable. But really all you need is just your body. You might find a way to sit, maybe sitting on your heels or sitting cross-legged. And spend these first few moments allowing your mind to start to settle. Shoulders roll down and back. Spine lengthens away from the hips. Hips heavy into the earth, into the floor. Spine reaching up towards the crown of your head. Chin tucked just slightly. Then we turn our awareness to our breath. Allow the breath to flow in and out. Right now, just at its own pace. And let all of your awareness begin to settle, migrating down from the head into the heart. Now letting that inhale take a little bit longer, linger a little bit more as you fill from the bottom of the lungs to the top, and slowly release, emptying from the top to the bottom, establishing a little bit of a slower, more full breath pattern. You might even imagine counting to 3 as you fill, and counting to 3 as you empty. We're going to use a slow 3-part breath pattern to guide your movements. Opening up through hips and heart. 2 areas of the body that lifestyle might make very tight. Begin to move the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side like a little butterfly. Take a moment to settle the hips. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, just dip forward. It might be just a little bit. Maybe the head hangs, and take a few breaths as you let your chest be heavy, your head be heavy towards the earth. Maybe breathing into the lower back or the inner thighs. Now taking that right hand, right pointer finger and middle finger to wrap around the big toe. And as we inhale, we lift the foot away. The knee might stay bent, or you might find the leg straightens. And the left hand could be on the heart or behind you. As we exhale, lay the leg down, the right hand on top of that leg, and let the left hand come up and over as we breathe into the side of the body. The left hand might even reach towards the right foot, or you might wrap it around your back. Imagine the heart being open here. Take an exhale, and as you inhale, start to rise, placing the left hand behind the left hip, pushing into the hand, turning onto the left knee as the right arm reaches up and over, opening up through the front of that hip. And as we exhale, sinking down, soles of the feet return together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take your fold. You can stay here as long as you wish. Maybe once we get flowing, you hang out here a little bit longer. And the left hand or left peace fingers, pointer finger, middle finger, wrap around the big toe. As we inhale, the heel lifts away. Maybe lengthens, maybe stays bent. Experiment with where that right hand can go and maintain your balance. And as you exhale, just release a straight leg down. Left hand on top of that left leg, right arm reaching up and over. Side of the body, heart is open. Exhale, place the hand, begin to turn and inhale, rolling onto the right knee and the right hand. The left leg is straight and the left hip opens up big. Exhale, sinking down. Soles of the feet come together. If you think you got the general gist, then feel free to flow on your own or follow me. As we exhale, we fold. Those butterfly legs, right hand around the right big toe. Inhale, rise, maybe lengthen. Exhale, lay the leg down. Inhale, left arm reaching up and over, side of the body stretch, heart open. Exhale to place the left hand behind the left hip, and inhale, rising onto left knee, left hand. Right arm up and over, hip open. Exhale to sit, soles of the feet come together. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, take your fold. Maybe an extra breath if you wish. When you're ready, left hand around the left big toe or left foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lay the leg down. Inhale, reaching up and over. Exhale to place the right hand. Inhale, rolling onto the hand and the knee as we open the hip up big. Reach the left arm up to the sky, over the head. Exhale, sitting. Soles of the feet come together. Begin to follow your breath. Inhales will generally open, lengthen you. Exhales fold you in. It's okay to miss out on a movement, leave it out on purpose or on accident. Right leg, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lay it down. Inhale, reach up and over. Feeling more and more space, beginning to open through the heart and through the hips. As you take this flow through, not just warming up the body, but also warming up your awareness, starting to notice what the body is saying to you as you flow, what it's like to feel your breath and to link a movement with the breath. Opening through your hip. Now settling into that butterfly shape again. This time let's hang out a little bit. Maybe notice where your mind has gone, whether the hips or the heart are feeling tight. You spend a lot of time sitting, the hips in the same position, they get tight. Slowly begin to transition to a tabletop shape. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And just take a little time here to open up the spine, maybe roll the neck, roll the hips side to side. And then maybe some cat-cows with our breath as we inhale, lifting up through the chin, through the heart, arch the spine. And as you exhale, rounding through the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. And just repeat with your breath pattern, nice and slow as you inhale, lifting heart, lifting chin, dropping the belly, arching the spine. Exhaling, rounding, tucking the chin in. It's always useful to take time through the hips and the heart to open with a flow like this. As you inhale, tuck the toes in, and as we exhale, bring the hips up to the sky. Let's find our downward facing dog. Head tucks between the arms, chin up towards the chest, like you're looking towards your belly button. Maybe pedal through the feet. It's okay if the knees stay bent, the heels reaching towards the earth, but they don't have to touch. Finding length in the spine. As we inhale, coming to tippy toes, look towards those hands. And as you exhale, walk the feet to the outside of the hands. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, let's sink the hips down low into a Buddha squat, a deep squat. Now it's okay if the hips are higher, if the hands stay on the earth. Maybe the hands come to the heart and the knees push out. Really intense pose. Inhale, stretch the right arm out to the side, and inhale the left arm up. As we exhale, the left hand touches down and left foot steps back. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. Chin turns up towards that hand. As we exhale, right hand touches down and the right foot shoots through to the other side of the mat towards the left, and the left arm reaches up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hands touch down and right knee tucks in close before it steps through. Left heel pivots down. Inhale, arms reach toward warrior one. Deep lunge here. Maybe hands touch, maybe separate. Chin might turn up to the sky. Find your version. As you exhale, hands touch down. Right foot steps back to our downward facing dog. Reset with your breath. Maybe an extra breath or two here. Inhale, tippy toes, and exhale, stepping the feet to the outside of the hands. Take an inhale, and as we exhale, sink down. Inhaling, right arm is going to reach up to the sky, left hand down to the earth, opening up the heart here. And as we exhale, right hand touches down, right foot steps back. Inhaling, left arm up to the sky, chin up towards that hand. Exhale, hands down, and the left foot shoots across to the right. Inhaling, right arm up to the sky, fallen triangle. As we exhale, turn and tuck the knee in before we step the left foot through. Right heel pivots down, deep lunge, inhaling to our warrior one. You can decide what happens with the hands, with the chin, deep intensity lunging through the legs. And as we exhale, hands touch down, foot steps back to our down dog. Find your breath again. When you're ready, inhale onto those tippy toes. Exhale, step the feet to the outside of the hands. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, settle into that squat. Inhaling, right arm reaches out to the side, left arm up to the sky. Open the heart. Exhale, left hand down, left foot steps back. Inhale, right arm twists up, our dragonfly twist. Exhaling, right hand touches down and right foot shoots across to the left. Hips are elevated. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, falling triangle. Exhale, turn towards the mat, tuck the knee in, right foot steps to the top. Left heel pivots down. Inhale, our warrior one. Exhaling, hands to mat. Right foot steps back, our down dog. Take a couple breaths to reset. Notice what's happening in the body. It's not important if the shape is correct, if it looks different. Inhale onto tippy toes. Exhale, stepping to our Buddha squat, settling down deep with your breath. Let's take it on the other side. As we inhale, left hand down to the earth, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, right hand touches down, right foot steps back. Inhale, left arm reaches, our dragonfly twist. Exhale, turning left leg underneath the body. Inhale to our fallen triangle. Exhale, turn, tuck the knee in. Inhale, our warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat. Step it back, our down dog. If you have the general gist of it, feel free to take the flow at your own pace, or I'll be here with you. Find your breath. And use an inhale onto tippy toes, and an exhale, sinking down into that Buddha squat. The right arm towards the ground, the left arm up to the sky. Take a deep inhale, heart opens. Exhale, left hand down. Left foot steps back. Inhale, right arm twists up. Dragonfly twist. Exhale, right hand touches down. Right foot shoots across to the left. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, or fallen triangle. Exhale, turn, tuck that knee. Inhale, our warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat, our down dog. Begin to use your breath. Inhales are opening, lifting us, opening through our heart. Exhales, oftentimes sinking us down and grounding us. Starting in that Buddha squat, let's take it through on the other side. Left hand to the earth. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down, right foot back. Inhale into our dragonfly twist. Exhale, turning. Inhale, fallen triangle. Exhale, turn and tuck that knee, step through. Inhale, our warrior one. Exhaling, hands to mat. Now settling into your downward facing dog, finding your breath again. Maybe some tightness is starting to get relieved through the hips. So you inhale, begin to walk your feet towards your hands, and as you exhale, let's just take a fold. Just hang like a rag doll. With our inhale, push into the feet, raise the arms up, reach towards the sky, and as you exhale, hands can come to heart or by your side. Check in with yourself. Inhale, the left knee comes up. The foot can stay on the earth, or the foot can leave the earth. The knee can come up high. Maybe we kick the leg out straight, hold it there. As we exhale, let's step the left foot back. Pivot left heel down. This time, both legs straight. Right hand comes to right hip. And we inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, left hand down towards the earth. Now this is where a block might feel really, really useful. You can put that underneath your left hand to bring the ground a little bit closer. Use a book or something else. And we inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky and chin turns towards that hand, a revolved triangle. The heart open, just a few breaths here. As we exhale, start to bring the left knee behind the right knee, a little curtsy in, tuck in. Both hands can come to the earth, or that right arm can reach up towards the sky. As we exhale, the right hand reaches for that left foot. And then see if we can kick the left foot into the right hand as we squat deep. Do a little shrimp squat. Release. Inhale, kick that leg up. It's perfectly fine to stay in the curtsy. Take a fold here. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, hands come to heart. Let's try the other side. Inhaling, the right knee lifts, the foot stays on the earth if you wish, or pull that knee up higher. Maybe extend through that leg and hold it there. And as we exhale, the right foot steps back, right heel pivots down, both legs straight, left hand pulls that left hip back. Inhale, right arm reach up. Exhale, right hand towards the ground. Inhale, left arm twist up to the sky. Chin reaching up towards it, so we open up through the heart. Feel the hips and the heart open. Now here comes our curtsy. As we exhale, look towards the ground. That right knee tucks behind the left. push the whole right hand into the earth. It's okay if the left hand wants to come down too, but if we have the whole hand, that will help us when we start to bind up that right foot with the left hand and kick it across so we can kind of lean into that side. Inhale, release that leg. Exhale, step them together and take a fold. Inhale to halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, knees come down, and exhale, sink hips back down to heels. Let's find our child's pose. Let's rest, or maybe sit on your heels if you'd rather be upright. We spend so much time sitting in the same position, sitting still, that our hips get very tight, and we get pain in our back, in our legs, and our knees. Also with our heart region, when we hunched over a computer, hunched over a phone, grabbing hold of a steering wheel, the shoulders are rolling in, the heart area is getting tighter. Take a moment to open it now. These two areas, hips and heart, also are some of the first to get tight, constricted, when we're in times of stress. The heart kind of tightens to protect us, and the hips get very tight so that if we need to run away, fight, right now we're going to let that go. Eventually, now find your way back to your downward facing dog. Hips high, spine lengthened. Notice the changes. With our next inhale, we lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, stepping the right foot through. This time back heel, left heel stays lifted. That deep lunge in the right knee. We inhale, arms reach into our crescent. Now that back knee might bend a little bit too. And as we exhale, shift the arms behind. The chest come close to the right thigh. Feel how the weight can shift. Maybe tip forward and back a couple times. And when we're ready, we're going to fly. With our inhale, hands come to heart. Left leg extends. If you need to touch the ground, is fine. Let's find our warrior three. Exhaling, left foot touches down, and let's sink down and back into that left side. Low side lunge or skandasana into that left knee. Once again, hands can touch the ground. No problem. Find your version. And as we inhale, touching the left hand down in front of the left foot, begin to tip all the weight into left hand and left leg. Stack the hips, right leg floating towards the sky, right arm reaching up. Maybe turn the chin towards the right hand. And as we exhale, step back to your down dog. Find your breath. Let's try the left leg. Deep inhale, left leg reaches up towards the sky. And with our exhale, the left foot steps through between the hands. Right heel is lifted, maybe a slight bend in the right knee as well as deep bend in the left knee. Arms up to the sky, our crescent. As you exhale, arms shift behind, chest towards the thigh. Use this to shift your weight into the left side. Take a couple breaths if needed. And inhale, hands to heart, our warrior three. Exhale, that right foot steps down and we sink down and back into that right leg, our skandasana. Inhale, turning towards the right hand in front of the right foot. Stack the hips, let the left leg and left arm fly into your half moon. Exhale, hands to mat, feet step back, find your breath. Let's try the right leg and add a little bit on. Inhaling, right leg to the sky. Exhale, stepping through. Inhale to your crescent, reach those arms, heart open. Exhale, arms shift behind, heart to the thigh. Begin to shift the weight into the right foot. Inhale, hands to heart, our warrior three. Exhale, left foot steps down, sink back, skandasana. Inhale, left hand in front of that left foot, stack the hips, fly through the right side, our half moon. Let's add on. As we exhale, right knee touches down. Bind the hands behind the tailbone, and we inhale, lift the heart. So a lunge with the heart lifted here. You can do the foot flat or keep the toe tucked. And as we exhale, let's sink the hips back and down towards the heel behind us. Option to keep that bind. The hands might stay at the tailbone, or they might reach towards the foot. You also might reach them in some other direction. And as we inhale, Begin to find that revolved triangle. Remember that? We did it. So both legs lengthen, right hand touches down. And as we exhale, our curtsy, start to bind up that foot. If you want to try this little shrimp squat, then inhale, kick the leg out. And as we exhale, step it back to our down dog. Let's try it on the left side with our breath. Left leg inhales up towards the sky. Exhale, stepping through. Deep lunge, inhale our crescent. Exhale, arms shift behind, chest towards the thigh, shift the weight. Inhale to warrior three, little balance. Exhale, right foot steps down and back, sink into the right side, our skandasana. Inhale to our half moon, left side stacks on top of right. And here's where we add, as we exhale, left foot, left knee, touch down, bind the hands, inhale, lift the heart. The hips can push forward to open heart and hips. Maybe the hands stay there, maybe not, your choice. As we exhale, hips sink down and back, lengthening through that right leg, might tip the body forward, feel the back of the thigh. As we inhale, left hand touches down, both legs straighten, both heels down, and we take right arm up to the sky, a revolved triangle. Exhale, we find our curtsy. Option to stay with the curtsy, just play there. Or if you want to, inhale, bind and sink down low, a little shrimp squat, and exhale back to our down dog. Now we have everything we need. Let's just flow. Inhaling right leg. Exhale, stepping through. Take your time, slow breath. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, arms shift behind. Shift the weight, chest to thigh. Get ready to fly. Here we go. Inhale, our warrior three. Feel free to take extra breaths wherever you want. Exhale, left foot step down and back, sinking into the left side. Our skandasana, hands can be at the earth if you want. Inhale, stacking the hips, right side, right arm and leg fly, our half moon. Here's the new bit. As we exhale, knee touches down, bind the arms, bind the hands. Inhale, heart lifts, deep lunge. Exhale, sink down and back, our half split. Hands wherever feels good. When we're ready, we inhale, right hand down, left arm reaches, both legs straight, our revolved triangle. Here comes our curtsy. Now it's your choice how you want to play. Maybe stay in the curtsy, maybe inhale, see if we can kick that leg out. And as we exhale, step it down and back. Facing this way, let's do the left leg. Here we go. Inhaling with your breath, reach the leg. Exhale, stepping through. Every movement has a breath. Inhale to crescent. Take an extra breath, but just be very aware what you're doing. Do it with intention. Inhaling, we fly into our warrior three. And here comes our skandasana. Exhale, sinking into the right leg. Deep side lunge. Turning towards the right, we inhale into our half moon. Maybe an extra breath. And as we exhale, the left leg, left knee down. Inhale, bind the hands, lift the heart, push the hips forward, open. Exhale, sink hips down and back. Half split. Here comes our revolved triangle. So left hand touches down, both legs straighten, both heels down. Right arm reaches, chin turns up towards it. And let's find that little curtsy. Just see it like playtime. It doesn't matter what happens. Maybe we kick the leg out and find that deep little squat. Maybe not. And then exhale, step back to down dog. Just begin to flow with your breath. Inhales are going to lift you up. Exhale, step you through and ground you. Inhale to reach. Exhale, shift the weight. Inhale, we fly to warrior three. And here comes that side lunge, that skandasana. Exhale, sinking down. Our half moon. Take that balance. Maybe extra breaths. Maybe the chin turns up to the sky. And then the knee touches down. Bind the hands. With your inhale, we lift the heart. exhale, sink down and back into that half split. If you need to catch your breath, here's a great spot. Take your time. And as we inhale, let's find that revolved triangle. Here comes our little exhale, curtsy, and maybe kick that leg across with a deep squat. Play with balance. Exhale, stepping back to down dog. Take it through on the left side. You may go faster. You may go slower. Of course, leave something out. Add something on. To do yoga is more important to be aware and connected than to do a particular shape. That's always our goal. Anybody can do a shape. That's not yoga. Yoga means connection. Maybe as you breathe through these shapes, feel what's happening in the heart, in the hips. Maybe feel more opening. Maybe more balance as you flow. So we just finish up this round that you're on, mindfully with your breath, making your way through, and meet me in your down dog. With our next inhale, you can take the knees down, and exhale, sink the hips down and back to that lovely resting pose, that child's pose, and just reflect. Maybe as we think about hips and heart, as we untie some of those knots, we notice how they've been tied, what stresses, what situations, physical pressures have maybe led to some constriction in these areas. We're going to shift down onto our back. The heels, the feet planted, the arms by your side. Take a moment to let the back be heavy. And then with an inhale, press into the heels to lift the hips up to the sky. And we can use that little bind of the hands under the tailbone, like we did in our lunge. We can use that here to help squeeze up higher into those hips. Take about 5 breaths here, just really squeezing and opening. And as we exhale, set those hips down. Options here, we can inhale, lift the feet up to the sky, lengthen through the back of the legs, or some of us might lift right onto that shoulder region. Use the hands to support the lower back. And the belly nice and strong to push the toes up to the sky. And then you have the option of taking the feet over the top of the head, a really deep back bend here. Before we roll forward, tuck the knees in, and let's see if we can land it onto our tailbone. Here also, heart open, shoulders rolled down and back, feet elevated, our boat pose. Use your core. Inhale, and as we slowly exhale, take it slow into a low boat, legs being very slow to touch the earth, belly working, and let's do it again. Plant the feet, find your breath, inhale, lift the hips, open through the front of the hips, maybe the hands bind, we squeeze up a little bit more. Be very mindful of your breath here. About 5 breaths, your own pace. Exhale, hips come down, and inhale your option. Maybe feet just towards the sky. Maybe we rock and roll from here. We can always do that. Or maybe the toes reach up higher into our shoulder stand. Can support the lower back. Option to stay here, or option to take those toes, reaching them over the top of the head. Maybe they reach the earth, maybe not. And wherever you are, grab the back of the knees. Let's roll it forward, see if we can land it in our boat pose. You can keep the knees bent or straighten out through those legs, but the heart is open. Arms reaching, 5 breaths, and then we slowly lower down. Use the belly muscles, release. Let's do one more time. Feet plant. Find your breath. Inhale, hips come up. as we're working these big muscles here. Also work your powers of awareness and concentration to slow that breath down. 5 slow breaths, 3-part breaths, using the whole entire lung. As we exhale, hips come down, feet come up. Your choice how they come up, what you want to do, what feels good in your body. Feel free to switch it up. Maybe those toes reach over, maybe not. And then wherever we are, we're going to bend the knees, grab the back of the thighs. See if you can roll it up to our boat pose. Maybe stick that landing there directly onto your tailbone. Use the tummy muscles. Heart is open. 5 slow breaths here. It is hard to breathe slow here, but do your best to breathe nice and slow. And then we exhale, take it down and release. Let the body be heavy. As we bend the knees now, we can hug the knees into the chest, and maybe some stillness feels good. Maybe a little rock and roll side to side. We're going to bend the knees, reach the arms between the knees, between the thighs, and see if we can reach for the bottoms of the feet. Maybe you reach for the thighs, the back of the thighs instead. Maybe you can reach for the bottoms of the feet. As we pull the knees towards the rib cage, the feet are open. It's kind of like our squat that we did, but we're doing it feet towards the sky. The back is nice and flat. And we can use the ground and our hands to really open up through the hips here in your happy baby. Letting that go and then hugging the knees in again. Keep the right knee hugged in. The left leg is going to extend out long, rested on the mat. Now you might decide to wrap the hands around the back of the right thigh. You can extend the right leg, or some of you may be able to wrap those right peace fingers, pointer finger, middle finger, around the right big toe. So again, knee can be bent, leg can be straight, and if leg is straight, we can grab around the back of the thigh or grab the foot or the toe in some way. Just feel the length through the back of the thighs. The back is heavy onto the earth. And we're keeping that left hip down. Inhale, and as we exhale, send the right leg out to the side. You can do it with a bent knee. You can do it with a straight leg. Sometimes the knee wants to bend here. Let it if it needs to. And keeping the back flat, the shoulders flat, the hips flat. Turn the chin to the left, away from the right leg. Nice deep hip opening with a twist here. Just let yourself breathe naturally. Inhale, the knee, the leg come to center, and as we exhale, switching the hands, so the right arm will extend out to the right and the left hand will come to that right leg, and we'll take a twist. You might be able to do it with legs straight. I like mine with knee bent, so I'm going to bend my knee here and turn your chin to the right. So see if the shoulders can stay flat. We'll get a little twist through the hips here. Maybe the lower back is feeling it. Breathe, always, always with the breath. And these stiller postures as the mind comes in, just keep dropping back into the breath, back into the heart. As we inhale, bring the leg to center and pull it in as close as you can for one breath, and then slowly let it descend to the earth. Right and left leg long, resting on the mat, on the floor. Just feel the difference between the right and left side. Slowly, we'll start on the left leg, so the left knee hugs in. Always option to stay with the bent knee. We're straightening out that left leg. You decide where to grab it, thigh, foot. And let's let the back be heavy and flat to the earth. Relax your face, your jaw. As we find a little bit of length through the back of the left thigh. But everything else is relaxed. Your forehead is relaxed. The right leg and hip are heavy into the earth. Take an inhale, the right hip stays on the ground. Maybe the right hand pushes the right hip down and the left leg goes out to the left. Straight leg or bent knee. Turn your chin towards your right shoulder. Extend through that right arm. Slowly, as we inhale, the leg comes to center. Switching hands, the right hand will grab hold of the maybe left foot or the bent knee. Turning your chin to the left as the knee or the leg twists over to the right. Let your shoulders be flat and heavy, your heart open. Never forcing, just welcoming the release as it comes. Slowly, the knee comes to center. Take one breath to pull it in really close. Maybe the shoulders come off the earth too. So you reach for that leg and then exhale, releasing down. Letting the whole body come flat onto the earth. We'll get ready for just one final shape to open the heart. Point the toes away, a little bit active through the feet, and prop yourself up onto your elbows. Take an inhale, and as we exhale, let the crown of the head dip back behind you so the heart is lifted. Stay active through those legs. Imagine the kneecaps pulling in, the toes pointing away, maybe the ankles touching. So the lower body is pulling away as the heart lifts to the sky. Carefully, as we inhale, tuck the chin into the chest. Release the tension from the toes, from the legs, the tension from the arms. And just be heavy into the ground. Maybe noticing the difference physically in the hip region, maybe in the lower back, in the heart, through the shoulders. Maybe even noting changes in your emotional state and your mindset. Maybe more clarity, more openness. Just allow yourself to drift into these last few moments of just being, without thought, without effort. Just pure awareness and stillness. Can you feel the movement of your breath and the beating of your heart? Use the next inhale to find a little movement, maybe a big stretch. Maybe we hug the knees in again. In your own way, slowly guide your body to seated. Take your time. Take a few moments here. Just noticing the difference. Being aware versus being distracted. Being constricted and closed versus being open. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky, gather in all the good stuff you want to take with you, and then guide the hands together in front of the heart. Maybe bow the chin slightly, honoring this time, your energy. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from pain and suffering. Namaste.